He is declining at such a slow pace that people are actually sitting around going, is he getting better? Which is impossible, but he's making us imagine that. How could he be having a bad year?
It does raise an eyebrow that he gets better as everyone gets worse. I'll leave it at that.
What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV, aka Darth Apocalypse. Man, I tell you, man, you know, LeBron fans, they really think they're saying something. You know, they really think they're saying something that is groundbreaking in these defense of LeBron, you know, clips that they put out there, the grifters, because that's where the money is. Really, even though Rich Paul says the money is trying to defend Michael or anti-LeBron, really the money's in crapping on Michael Jordan. That's why so many people are doing it, because the largest crowd to pander to are LeBron fans when it comes to sports media. They're the ones that are catered to, they're pandered to. They don't really know any better. You know, they eat this stuff up. They think about Michael Jordan 24/7. We're not out here thinking about Michael Jordan or LeBron James and these guys 24/7. They are. The only time that you can say, oh, well, you got to talk about LeBron, like, yeah, but it's usually to counter something. It's in defense of Michael's, you know, legacy or Kobe's legacy or Steph Curry being, you know, it's defense. You know, they're Schicklgruber's Germany. We're Britain trying to, you know, Great Britain trying to defend our island and shit, our island of integrity. Well, they use that comparison or metaphor, whatever. But anyway, there's this anti-Kobe grifter who makes this argument about, well, people keep talking about, you know, Michael Jordan fans or Kobe guys. They keep talking about LeBron's 2011 NBA Finals debacle. What about Kobe? What about Kobe's 2004 debacle against the Detroit Pistons? What about that?
Why don't we ever talk about this? It's King over here, man, and we back with another one. You delusional ass Kobe fans, aka Mambacitas, get y'all ass straight to the comments, cause I know y'all got 1,000 excuses for this nonsense. So let's look at this shit. He averaged 23, but on 38% from the field and 17% from three on 23 shot attempts, bro. Get that shit, bro. The man ball hogged the entire series. If you watched it, on purpose, not giving Shaq the ball. Prime Shaquille O'Neal, a 33 points per game monster. Being selfish, trying to take over and get finals MVP, finally, because he didn't get one in the other 3 tries. I'm not saying that he didn't play good, but he didn't get one in the other 3 tries. For years after this disaster, didn't do shit. Listen, we've talked about 2011. Y'all have brought up 2011.
Oh my goodness, man. Look, where do I start from here? I think, and I say this all the time, right? What matters when we talk about these situations? Context matters. The difference between Kobe and LeBron is, number one, LeBron struggled mightily against a Mavericks team that was not noted for being a great defensive team. They just borrowed a scheme from the Spurs, which is essentially, let's make LeBron James a jump shooter. We'll deal with Wade going off. We'll even let Bosh get some. But we're going to stop LeBron by clogging up the middle and making him a jump shooter. And the dude was struggling to score against the likes of people like 38-year-old Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, getting outplayed by Jason Terry, and J.J. Barea. Meanwhile, Kobe was being essentially shut down by, statistically, the greatest defensive team in NBA history, if you're going by the numbers. Sort of like the equivalent of the 2000 Baltimore Ravens. That's the defense he was going up against. And he was going up against a guy who's playing his absolute best basketball of his career in Tayshaun Prince. I want to say, isn't that the same year he had to chase down block against Reggie, or was it the year before? Might have been that year. That's one of the key differences. Okay? Also, Kobe gets a pass for that because Kobe already had won 3 NBA championships. So, you know, at the end of the day, Kobe was already an established 3-time NBA champion. And let's not also forget that Kobe in his personal life was dealing with quite a bit. You know, he was going through that situation in Colorado at the time, which I'm assuming was a very, very stressful situation for young Mr. Bryant. Okay? What's LeBron's excuse? He just joined the super team. He conspired with Wade and Bosh to join the super team. And were favored to beat the Dallas Mavericks. And they were so arrogant and haughty, they were making fun of Dirk Nowitzki having a cold. Remember that? The mock coughing and all that shit? All for him to have the worst performance ever by a superstar player. Also, another thing that needs to be pointed out, the fact that you're making an argument about who had the worst finals meltdown in itself, shouldn't that negate him from the GOAT conversation altogether any motherfucking way? Since Michael Jordan never had these epic meltdown performances. Yeah, sure, he had some bad games. Everybody has bad games. But a horrible series? Even when Mike struggled somewhat against Gary Payton, he was going up against the defensive player of the year. The guy that's considered the greatest defensive point guard in NBA history. And he still averaged 27 points a game in that series on 42% shooting. But your guy, LeBron James, struggled one-on-one against Bruce Bowen in the 2007 NBA Finals. Bruce Bowen, fine defender. But prime Gary Payton, he is not. And he struggled 22 points a game, 35% shooting. So, what are we talking about here? Mike was going up against Gary Payton. Kobe was going up against prime Tayshaun Prince. And an all-time great Pistons team, that Sonics team in '96 led the NBA in fewest points per game, if I'm not mistaken, yielding the fewest amount of points. And they led the NBA in steals that year and defensive rating. LeBron struggled against guys like J.J. Barrera, Old Man Kid, Jason Terry, and I want to even say bad backstage. Peja Siakovic has moments against her. Yeah, man. Come on now. What are we doing here? That's all I got to say about it, man. Tell me what you guys think.